It was an ordinary, chilly afternoon in New York City when Emma, a 7-year-old girl with bright brown eyes and a messy ponytail, walked into a bustling McDonald's. She clutched a small handful of coins in her tiny hands, nervously counting them over and over. The smell of crispy fries and warm burgers filled the air, but she didn't notice. All she wanted was a happy meal, something she had been saving up for weeks. She stood in line, staring at the brightly lit menu overhead, her stomach growling in anticipation. But when it was finally her turn, she hesitated. Emma placed her coins on the counter and looked up at the cashier with hopeful eyes. I think I'm short," she mumbled. The cashier smiled kindly but shook her head. "I'm sorry, sweetheart. You're a little short by $1. Emma's face fell. She looked at the coins, trying to do the math again in her head, hoping she had made a mistake. But before she could respond, something unexpected happened. The glass doors of the restaurant swung open with a gust of wind, and a hush fell over the room. In walked none other than Donald Trump, flanked by his towering security team. Dressed in a sharp navy suit and his signature red tie, he strode confidently inside. The entire restaurant seemed to freeze, people whispering, some reaching for their phones to snap a picture. But amidst all the attention, Trump's eyes landed on something different, a little girl at the counter, her head hanging low, staring at a pile of coins with disappointment. He paused for a moment, his eyes softening. Without hesitation, he walked straight toward Emma. "Hey there, young lady," he said with a warm smile. "What's your name?" Emma looked up in surprise, her cheeks turning pink. "I'm Emma," she said softly. Trump crouched down to her level and glanced at the coins on the counter. "What's going on here? Something tells me you're on a big mission." Emma nodded, her voice barely above a whisper. "I've been saving up for a happy meal, but I guess I still don't have enough." The room remained silent, everyone watching with curiosity. Trump chuckled, reached into his pocket, and pulled out a crisp $100 bill, placing it gently on the counter. "Well, how about this?" he said, winking. "This should cover the happy meal, and maybe a little something extra." Emma's eyes widened in disbelief. I can't take that," she said, hesitating. Trump leaned in closer, lowering his voice. "Let me tell you something, Emma. Life is all about taking opportunities. You've been working hard to save, and that's impressive. But here's the deal, success comes when you're not afraid to dream big." Emma bit her lip, nodding. The restaurant staff smiled, and the people around them watched in awe. Then, something remarkable happened. Trump grabbed a napkin from the counter, took out a pen, and started writing. When he finished, he handed it to Emma. "Think big. Work hard. Never give up." Emma stared at the words in awe, tracing the letters with her small fingers. "Think big?" she asked, her voice filled with curiosity. Trump nodded. "Bigger than you can imagine. One day, you won't just be buying a happy meal, you might be running your own McDonald's. Or better yet, your own business. It all starts with believing in yourself." Tears welled up in Emma's mother's eyes as she stepped forward. "Thank you, Mr. Trump," she said, her voice trembling. "Emma's always talking about becoming a businesswoman. She watches shows, reads books, but we've been struggling lately." Trump smiled and patted Emma's shoulder. "You've got a bright future ahead, kiddo. Just remember, dreams don't come true overnight. Keep working hard, and who knows? Maybe I'll be investing in your company someday." Emma grinned from ear to ear, holding the napkin close to her chest as if it were the most valuable thing in the world. The entire restaurant erupted into applause. Some people were visibly moved by the interaction, and the news spread quickly across social media as videos and pictures of the moment went viral within hours. People around the world were inspired by the story of the little girl and the billionaire who believed in her dreams. Years passed, and Emma held onto that napkin like a treasure. She framed it and hung it in her bedroom, reading those words every morning before heading to school. Inspired by Trump's advice, she worked hard, entered business competitions, and even started selling small handmade crafts online. By the time she turned 21, Emma was the proud owner of her own fast food chain, which started in her hometown. The first location? Right next to the same McDonald's where she met Trump all those years ago. And hanging proudly in her office, right above her desk, was the framed napkin with the words that changed her life. Think big. Work hard. Never give up. Whenever people asked Emma how she got started, she would smile and say, "It all started with a happy meal and a little advice from a very important customer." Sometimes, all it takes is a kind word and a little encouragement to change someone's life forever. Believe in your dreams, no matter how small they seem, because they could lead to something bigger than you ever imagined.